Have you ever wondered if humanity's greatest discovery has already happened, and we simply failed to recognize it? Imagine receiving a phone call from an unknown number, hearing a single sentence, and then the line goes dead forever. You'd spend the rest of your life wondering who it was. That's surprisingly similar to how scientists feel about some of the strangest signals we've ever detected from space. Contrary to what movies might tell you, astronomers have never confirmed a message from an alien civilization. In fact, despite decades of searching, there is still no verified evidence that intelligent extraterrestrial life exists. But that doesn't mean the search has been empty. Over the years, scientists have discovered several events so unusual that they forced researchers to stop and ask a simple question: what exactly did we just find? The most famous example happened on the night of August 15, 1977. At Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope, a powerful narrowband radio signal appeared near the 1420 MHz hydrogen line, a frequency many scientists considered an ideal choice for interstellar communication because hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. The signal lasted only 72 seconds, rising and falling exactly as expected for a source fixed in space while Earth rotated beneath the telescope. A few days later, astronomer Jerry Amon reviewed the computer printout, circled the unusual sequence 6EQJ5, and wrote one word beside it in red ink: "Wow." That handwritten note gave the signal its famous name. Since then, the "wow" signal has become one of the greatest mysteries in astronomy. The frustrating part is that it never appeared again. Scientists pointed telescopes back toward the same region of the sky countless times, but nothing was found. For decades, people claimed it had to be aliens because no natural explanation seemed convincing. But science doesn't work by choosing the most exciting answer. It works by eliminating every ordinary possibility before considering extraordinary ones. In recent years, astronomers have proposed new natural explanations involving cold hydrogen clouds briefly amplified by powerful astrophysical events such as magnetar flares. These ideas are still being tested, and none have been confirmed, but they remind us of something important. An unexplained signal is not the same thing as evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. The wow signal remains unsolved, but unsolved doesn't automatically mean alien. Then 40 years later, another mystery arrived. In October 2017, astronomers spotted the first known object entering our solar system from interstellar space. It was named ʻOumuamua, meaning scout or messenger in Hawaiian. Unlike ordinary asteroids and comets that orbit our sun, this object came from another star system entirely. Scientists quickly noticed several unusual characteristics. It accelerated slightly as it left the solar system, even though no obvious comet tail was visible. It also appeared to tumble through space in an unusual way and reflected sunlight differently from most known objects. Because the observations were limited and the object disappeared quickly, nobody could gather all the data they wanted. Most planetary scientists concluded that natural explanations remain sufficient. Ideas include invisible outgassing, unusual ice compositions, or even a fragment shaped by extreme conditions in another planetary system. However, one hypothesis proposed by Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb suggested that it might be artificial, perhaps something like a discarded light sail built by another civilization. That idea received enormous media attention, but it has not been accepted as the scientific consensus because there is currently no direct evidence supporting an artificial origin. Once again, the mystery captured the public imagination, but the available evidence points only to an unusual interstellar object, not an alien spacecraft. Around the same time, astronomers were uncovering another astonishing phenomenon known as fast radio bursts, or FRBs. These are incredibly powerful bursts of radio waves lasting only a few milliseconds, yet in that tiny fraction of a second they can release enormous amounts of energy. When they were first discovered, some people immediately wondered whether they could be alien transmissions. After all, they were short, energetic, and arrived from distant galaxies. But as more observations accumulated, the picture changed dramatically. Scientists eventually traced several repeating FRBs to highly magnetized neutron stars called magnetars. While not every fast radio burst has been fully explained, strong evidence now shows that many originate from extreme natural astrophysical processes rather than intelligent civilizations. Once again, the universe turned out to be stranger than expected without requiring aliens to explain it. So if every famous mystery eventually finds a natural explanation, why do scientists continue searching? Because the search itself is based on probability, not wishful thinking. Our galaxy alone contains hundreds of billions of stars, and astronomers have confirmed thousands of planets orbiting them. Many exist within regions where liquid water could potentially survive. Statistically, it would be surprising if Earth were the only planet capable of producing life. That's why organizations like the SETI Institute and projects such as Breakthrough Listen continue scanning the sky for technosignatures. signs that could only reasonably be produced by advanced technology. These searches don't just point antennas randomly into space. They focus on specific frequencies, nearby stars, and carefully designed algorithms capable of distinguishing genuine cosmic signals from satellites, aircraft, mobile phones, and countless forms of human interference. Every interesting detection is checked repeatedly by independent observatories because extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. If tomorrow a telescope detected a signal that looked artificial, scientists wouldn't announce aliens immediately. They would first spend weeks or months trying to prove themselves wrong. Could it be equipment failure? Could it be military communications? Could another telescope detect the same signal? Does it repeat? Only after every ordinary explanation had been ruled out would the scientific community even begin discussing extraterrestrial intelligence. There are international post-detection protocols designed specifically for this situation, emphasizing verification, transparency, and independent confirmation before any public claim is made. That careful process is exactly why, despite decades of exciting headlines, no official discovery of alien intelligence has ever been announced. And maybe that's the biggest lesson of all. We often imagine first contact as a giant spaceship hovering above Earth or a crystal-clear radio message saying, "Hello, humans." Reality is almost certainly going to be much messier. The first evidence may look like a faint signal buried in noise, an unexpected chemical signature in a distant planet's atmosphere, or a pattern that takes years to recognize. The challenge isn't just finding aliens. It's knowing the difference between something that is merely unexplained and something that truly cannot be explained by nature. So have we already found aliens without realizing it? Based on everything scientists know today, the answer is no. We have found mysteries, we have found strange signals, we have found an object from another star system, we have found bursts of energy that briefly puzzled astronomers. But none of these discoveries has crossed the line from unexplained to confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. Yet that doesn't make the search any less extraordinary. Every mystery forces us to build better telescopes, develop smarter algorithms, and ask deeper questions about our place in the universe. And perhaps one day, somewhere hidden among billions of stars, a signal will survive every scientific test we can throw at it. If that day ever comes, humanity won't just discover that we are not alone. We'll know it because we spent decades learning the difference between an exciting mystery and undeniable evidence.